Here we go. Welcome back. The next attitude that I'm going to talk about is the attitude of acceptance. So, if you've watched the previous video on judgment, you've done some practice there. And here's this next element, acceptance. And we'll talk a little bit first about what it is and why it's important. Acceptance is about being able to acknowledge reality and to actively resist the urge to fight against it. And fighting against it can look a lot of different ways. Sometimes it's through trying to understand why am I like this? Why is this thing the way it is? And we get pulled away from the actual experience and we get stuck in sometimes unanswerable questions. If you can't answer that why question with a relatively simple first glance and have an answer that's suitable for you, you may need to consider the possibility that that why question is doing more harm than good. It's one way we challenge the reality around us. Some other ways, if we're going to these places of, I can't do this, I can't understand this, I can't believe this, I can't feel this way right now, I won't feel this way right now. It's a battle against reality that inevitably we lose. Reality is what it is. And that's why acceptance becomes this necessary and powerful tool in becoming more mindful. Now, in no way does it mean that we need to be apathetic to the things that are important to us. It is not about letting go of caring about things. It is about accepting them as they are and then being intentional within that acceptance and within that non-judgment to decide how we want to move forward. Acceptance makes that whole process a little bit easier. When we accept the reality, it's a bit easier to move forward. We can recognize where we're getting stopped or where those roadblocks are, and we accept them. And if we have the motivation, the desire, the intention to move forward, go around those roadblocks, or we find a new way, or we allow ourselves to make that decision to recommit or reprioritize, and we're actually can be more effective at moving towards a resolution of sorts. If we're fighting against reality, we may cling to a resolution that we think has to happen rather than accepting a new path or an alternative way to get to possibly an alternative resolution. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.